Hello everybody, my name is Tom and welcome back to another episode of City Skylines. We're in Biscuitville and we are currently looking at the city that we have up to now. The latest area here, Cream Cracker Avenue, really up and coming, sorting itself out, fantastic, nice fill up here. This main strip of commercial running straight down the middle, the main bridge across the river between the Jammy Dodger and the Party Ring here, and then we've got our industrial area here, for which there is some demand for, which is good. I think there's a few things that I want to do today. I want to address the fact that we are limited in our space for industrial with this, maybe by doing something with this intersection here, and I'd also like to create an intersection here for the rest of this area, because I don't think that this is going to cope with the traffic as well as it could do when we put residential all in here as well. So I think that those are the main things that I want to focus on today. So let's get cracking. I think what we really need to do is replace this with a junction which will join the two up just like that. I think that's going to be the best option. So let's go ahead and pause the game and take out all of this. Take it out right to there. Get rid of all of that and then see what space we have to put in it. Okay, we still need more space. Let's take it right back to there. Back to there. Okay, now we are talking something. Okay. I think we also need to take some of the Party Ring out just so we can get this lined up properly. Going with that. Lovely jubbly. And then we can just connect all that back up, so that to there, that to there. This bit here is going to be a little bit more tricky. Let's get this tool out. Just join it up like that. There we are. Oh. Maybe we could do a better job of it than that. Yeah, there we are. That looks a lot better. Yeah, I think that will serve us well. We've got access into this area still. If we take this back to here, then we can actually which way was this going around? Can actually reconnect the dots for the Party Ring, and then we can also join the highway back up with that roundabout. And we're job sorted. So yeah, there we are. That's all connected up, with plenty of space to come over here to build in some not residential, industry. What natural resources do we have? Not a great deal. So we can probably just work on making it just absolutely plain industry. So let's just start that process off now. If we bring the highway round and down here a bit, I've somehow not lined that up quite properly, and then let's build a ourselves like a sort of a junction, if you like. Hopefully we'll be able to manage it. Not quite. That's okay. Just have to clear a bit of that for now. We can replace it in a bit. And there's our island, and then we can we will just rejoin this up using this tool. Like so. Blimey, it's a bit of a big island, isn't it? And then we'll upgrade all the roads to highway, and then let's put in some off and on ramps. So this is a design that I do think is very successful for creating junctions on highways and for managing traffic. So it's one that I generally tend to stick to. Obviously, it helps if the motorway is going the right way round, which it is now. And you can put in sort of like junctions, like on and off ramps in there if the traffic gets any worse, and that generally tends to help. So so we can do that, but I think for now we'll just leave it as it is. Page down on that, and we'll put a basic 6-lane road off there, and then we have our basis for our industrial area even. I don't know why I'm struggling to say that today, but I am. But never mind. So we'll have a nice long road coming off here, and then we will start to block out some areas for some industry. Like so. And there we are, which means that in time we can slowly move all of the industry from over here to here, and that way we can create an entirely separate area so there's no issues with pollution or anything like that. We will connect it up with water for the first part. How are we doing on our money? Okay, we have spent our entire budget on that, which is useful. So let's hit play again, and let's watch everybody as they just try and find their way back around that whole system, but they seem to be doing a good enough job. I'm not quite sure why they've gone off there. Maybe they're just having a bit of a road trip. Why not? I mean, it's beautiful views and stuff like that. Yeah, there you are. They're coming back round onto the right bit now. So I think that'll really help with what we're trying to achieve over here. And seeing as we do have some demand, let's make sure that we've got power across to our new zone. And then we can start to fill in some industry in this area. Let's first start by doing that end block. See how far we get with that. We are getting told we need a bit more commercial, but I don't agree, so we'll just put up the taxes a little bit. See if we can get rid of some of that demand, because don't need too many shops. We can't give our citizens too much luxury at this early stage. We have to keep them wanting more. We have to keep them wanting to live here. So yeah, we did use really quite a large amount of excuse me, we did use really quite a large amount of our money for that, but hey ho, life goes on. So this butterfly junction here has really been utilised. As you see, there's plenty of traffic moving through it, and it's all moving through it nicely, which is good. This little zone here is starting to be populated. Who's going to move in? We've got Frank's Fish Stick Factory is opening up a manufacturing outlet here, which is good. We've got Garments Limited, and we have the Box Factory as well, all opening up new industry in our new industrial area, which is good. It's what we like. Now what we can start to do then is start dezoning this area over here. If we just take those two off, then we'll start to get rid of some of the industry over there. And what we do have to be mindful of is that if we move a lot of industry into one area at any one time very quickly, then it creates a really large amount of traffic, and it does back up an awful lot. So it's always best to just make sure that we're not rushing ahead with that, and make sure that we just do it gently and just take our time. I find. So that's what we're going to do. Okay, we really do have a large amount of demand for commercial, so we are going to have to start to think about what we do with that demand. I think also now that we have this new area and it's all, you know, we're utilising the highway a bit more, it's definitely worthwhile us thinking about bus routes, so I'll keep that in mind as we move forward. But yeah, more commercial. I'm not too sure actually. I'm just trying to have a think about where might be best to put more commercial, but I'm struggling a little bit just to try and work it out. What I think might be good is to have a roundabout here, which is connected up to there. So what's going on there? Some weird wonky lines going on there. Oh well, so I think we could have some more commercial along here. In fact, before we get everybody to move in along there, let's first of all, let's see if we can upgrade this road here. Just trying to see if we've got any, I don't think we've got any services on there, so let's upgrade that to a, no, apparently we do. Why is that saying that space is already occupied? Okay, it's occupied by the Ginger Nut lockup, of course, Mark II. So let's just move that onto this side road for now, and then we can upgrade all the way along here, right the way along up to there. Fantastic, that's lovely. And then we will actually have to do a bit of remedial work around the zoning. So let's, because we can now go out an extra square on top of what we could before. So let's work on that. I think we've really annoyed the shopkeepers of Biscuitville now. I think we've really done the dirty on them, but let's hope they'll forgive us in due time. I'm sure they will. I'm just going to say we're all responsible. It's just not just me that's going to take the blame for this one. It's everybody's fault. It's all of your faults. Oh dear. Well, hopefully we'll improve trade by encouraging more traffic to flow through the city anyway. Okay, so how's our new residential area getting on? There's plenty of vehicles moving in and out. We can see on our imports and exports, plenty of importing, not a lot of exporting, although there is a lot of exporting going on over here, so I assume that in time, as they start to establish the factories, they'll really start to export. I'm not really too sure, are those vehicles that are exporting? Those vehicles that are importing? So we've got some oil industry, we've got some forestry industry, we've got some ore industry, which is all lovely stuff. Over here we've generally just got main industry, we've got a little bit of ore here. Let's go back to our natural resources. We don't have a lot of natural resources. We could put some forestry in over here maybe. What's the benefits of forestry, do we know? This is forestry. Slightly increased electricity consumption, slightly increased tax income, required natural resource forest. Maybe, we'll see. Maybe we'll see in time. We'll see in time. So we're starting to build back up the money, which is perfect. It's exactly what we want. Demand for industry has gone right down. Let's just look at our things. We've got quite a high fire hazard, which is not that good. Police crime rate is low. Fire. We could just do with another. Can't even remember. Fire station in somewhere, but that's all right. Got 3 dead people. Fantastic. Healthcare. Blimey. So that is something that we're really lacking, but it doesn't seem to be a problem at all at the minute. so we'll leave that for now. Our high school capacity is fine. Our primary school capacity is also fine. We haven't got enough money for the bus depot. That's £30,000, so that's something that we'll definitely have to work on. But that's fine. We've got a bit more demand for industry, so we will just put another square of this in as industry. You can see the traffic around here is just absolutely minuscule, which is absolutely perfect. That's exactly what we want. We'll wait for our demand for industry to go down before we actually take away any more of this industry. And it is sort of a backward step, because these are obviously then back onto first tier industry, and there's some overeducated workers, but actually at the minute our education isn't that high, because we only have primary schools and secondary schools, so you know it balances itself out really. You can see here there's still 50% of people uneducated, 25% educated, so 25% have been through primary school, 25% have been through secondary school. So we're still alright in terms of workers at the minute. Obviously this guy over here is shouting about not having enough workers. I'm not entirely certain why. We don't have any demand for any residential at the minute. We do have a bit of demand for commercial, so we just satisfy that by building up that area there. Now the next sort of area that I'm thinking I want to work on is the next intersection, and we can probably do this while the game's still running just in the background, so that's good. I think we want to have it sort of so it's in line with here, and we'll put going a bit all over the place. Apparently we can't do that, so let's just have another go. Perfect, that's exactly what I wanted to do. Is that in the middle? No, that's not in the middle. Whoops. That one's in the middle. Beautiful. Oops. So this one, you see this one has this useful line on it, so you can get exactly the right curve, which is perfect. There we are, that has just gone like a dream. One thing I have just realised is we built it quite close to the border, which is going to make our life a little bit difficult when involved in, yeah, that's right. When involved in putting the ramps down, on ramps and off ramps, but that's all right. We can soon get around that. Maybe. Yeah, that's quite a steep ramp. That's a very steep ramp, in fact. I mean, that's definitely a stunt jump. But that's right. Same with that. That's going to give you some serious boost onto the highway if you go into the distance. It's very nice. I do like the look of the highways on this game. The look of the roads and just the way the traffic moves along it, just like little ants. It's very nice. Oh, we haven't got any water here. Well, that is understandably a problem, but never mind, we'll fix that. Okay then, let's look at putting in a road from here. We'll just get rid of that bit, and then we can, I think maybe we can curve this slightly. So we'll page down on that, and then we can bring it into there. Oh, excuse me. And there we have it. Our this area is lacking water as well. I was just getting a bit content with what we were doing, but no, we're gonna have to make some major waterworks investments. A bit of that there, and then a nice sewage pipe back down here. Perfect. Chucking out more rubbish into the river. Fantastic. That's good. That's exactly what we want. there we are. Anyway, they're lacking workers, he's lacking workers. That's something that we'll address next time. But there we are, we've achieved what we set out. We've put in this fancy new intersection here, this butterfly junction, which connects up to a brand new industrial zone. We'll name that next time. We've also put in this overpass junction here, which leads directly to a nice roundabout here, which connects up the residential zone this side of the river with the highway. So I think we'll call that a day for today's episode. Thank you very much for joining me. Thank you very much for watching. Please leave a like, comment and a subscribe would be absolutely wonderful. But until next time, goodbye.